coming to preparation of profit and loss account and balance sheet under incomplete system. Now students, we know that to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet, a lot of information is required. Information regarding expenses, regarding incomes, regarding the assets, liabilities, sales, purchase, and it should be very accurate information. But in case of incomplete system, since the accounts are not maintained in a proper manner, getting reliable information or getting this information altogether is a problem. So most of the time we have to gather these informations in an indirect manner. So let us see what are the most commonly figures which are missing. The first one being opening capital. Usually we do not find it in the account straight away, so you have to calculate it. Then we have credit purchases and credit sales. Now remember here that in this system, that is incomplete records, cash book is maintained. So cash sales and cash purchases can be calculated. It is usually the credit purchases and credit sales that are missing. So we need to calculate them. Then bills payable accepted and bills receivable received by us. Then what is the amount that we have paid to creditors or the payment received from debtors. So once we calculate these, then it is easy for us to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. So let us come to the first step, that is how to calculate credit purchases through the information that is given in this system. How do we calculate credit purchases? To calculate credit purchases, we will prepare total creditors account. So here the format of total creditors account is given. By balance carried brought down here represents opening balance, that is balance of creditors in the beginning of the year. Then balance carried down here represents closing balance. Any amount paid to creditors during the year is mentioned on the debit side, as the entry would be creditors to bank. Then in case we have issued any bills to the creditors, entry would be creditors to bills payable. So this is written on the debit side as BP. BP here represents bills payable. Then any returns, that is any amount of returns that have been made to the creditors, that is purchase return. It is written on the debit side, and any discount received from the creditors is again written here as well. Then any checks which have been dishonored during the year are written on the credit side as the liability of the creditors stand restored. Same thing for bills payable. Once we have made all the entries, total it out and find the balancing figure on the credit side, that would be credit purchases. Remember, it is the balancing figure. Quite often, credit purchases might be given to you, but then any of these items can be a missing figure. But mostly it is credit purchases, which you can calculate by preparing total creditors account. Let us take an example to understand how these credit purchases are calculated.